All right, you guys, well, welcome back to the channel. So yes, as you've seen from the title, we're going to be getting into this, and I'm going to save the rest for the last for you guys to get the final view. So with that said, you guys, I'm going to walk you through the steps that I used on this handguard right here. To be honest with you, as we go through this is probably going to be a lot of what you don't do. But in the end result, I mean, it didn't turn out horrible, not what I expected, but it's very useful. I will lead with that. So with that, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and play with the steps that I did and kind of walk you guys through that, and then we'll kind of close out. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it, and we'll go to the workbench. All right. Well, here I have my handguard off of the 990 Aftershock, which is the same as the 940 Pro Tactical. This turns out well. I probably do it on my 940 also. So I've never stippled before, but I am going to stipple this. So I would actually prefer to have the handguard off the Mossberg SPX, but Mossberg won't sell them, and you have to buy the shotgun. Well, it's kind of like, well, Mossberg already bought the shotgun before you improved it in Mossberg fashion. Get all the early adopters to not get all the goodies, and then come out with an upgraded version for the same price. Which I've already, added the other additions, like given the QD in my stock that I didn't get when I got it. I got all the basics. So anyways, I digress. So as you guys are going to see here, mostly, sometimes I've been handling this, so some of the pencil marks aren't going to be as great. But kind of what I've done, the design that I've kind of went with, I kind of swapped back and forth on there, so you're going to see lines that I'm actually not going to use. But what I'm going to do, so I'm going to add a little curve right here towards the front right here, and there's a line right here, and I'm going to make the bottom here kind of pretty straight, following this to meet with this, and then going to keep the angle right here, but instead I'm going to go ahead and let it go ahead and angle down. I was going to go ahead and bring it up, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and let it follow the angle that way. So I'm going to do that on both sides here. And then down here on the bottom, I'm going to make this straight instead of a little curve right there. Make this straight. And then I'm going to bring this out a little bit more right here. I got a curve right here to kind of match, kind of go with the design here with the curve. And that's kind of where I'm going to do. And I've never stippled before, so, but I've watched some videos on some ideas and approaches to do this. So I'm going to use a V-carve wood tool to draw my outline. And then I have a tip that's from ODT Defense, which stands for, I believe, Oregon Trail Defense. This is one of their tips. This is a thorn tail tip, as he calls it. So ease of use, he's got a scale that goes off of ease of use. This is a 1, so it's supposed to be the easiest, that basically you can't mess it up, and that you don't need to sand all the, if there's existing texture and stuff, it's not too bad that you don't need to sand that off. So it's supposed to be pretty ease of use for this particular tip. They got this tip and the X tip, I guess, that are kind of a 1. I do have a thong tip that he had, but that one's, I think, categorized as a 3 or something. I don't remember why I got that one. I think I got it for one of my pistols before and just never got around to it. Well, I guess I never got the courage, I should say, to do it. So I'm getting the courage on this one to get this one going. I'm going to leave the thread inserts in here. I already put one in. One was, they were kind of bulging out a little bit, so I heated up a gun to push them back in there a little bit. When I get to the actual stippling portion of this video, I'll probably put the original screws in there to keep some actually going in there. But I think I'm going to go ahead and leave those just for future proofing, I guess, for some reason, if I decided to sell this or something. Obviously, ideally, I would like to have, like I said, the SPX stock. But anyways, this is kind of where we stand with it. So anyways, so let's go ahead and get into it, you guys. Most of this, I'll probably go ahead and speed through it for you don't see the boring aspect of it. Hopefully you don't catch any blood and me accidentally jabbing myself or something. But I think this is probably going to be the slowest process is me drawing this all out. From what I gather, the actual stippling part is supposed to be fairly quick. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and quit talking and just get into it.
Now, as you guys see here with me using the carve, you'll see there. I know I've sped it way up, but you'll see there I changed tools a little bit there. So I didn't realize how the glass feel on this handguard is very dense. So I think it was a combination of that and it being a cheap Chinese carving set. That probably not being the best quality to be able to dig in there. So I didn't get the greatest results out of using that. I was being very disappointed. And as you guys see there, I switched over to the Dremel tool and I used a bigger round bit than what I'd want. I had a smaller one also, but I didn't have I couldn't find the collet to be able to take the smaller shaft. But hindsight being what it is now, later after the fact, it wasn't even the right tool to use for this. It wasn't a carving ball tool, which I have the right one now, but it was already too late. So you see me using a little bit of tape and stuff. I'm just trying to set some guides because the shape of this handguard, where it has so many curves and grooves, and then plus already having the factory natural line, or I guess borders, I should say. It was easy for the carver and the Dremel to kind of want to pull into that. And as you see there, I kind of started using the metal liner to kind of try to get a guide also. And I was having a hard time seeing the pencil marks. My eyesight's not what it used to be. So trying to guide that. So that's kind of what you guys see here is me trying to get as straight of a line as possible. And as you see right there, that line was going. That was actually the most difficult part, is actually being on the existing border itself. Is it didn't want to cut, but come to find out, this is a pretty dense glass filled polymer in there. So that's really what you guys see here. Now, as you guys see, now I've so the part that you guys missed is I did decide I wasn't going to. I did do some sanding on there just because after I started getting in there, I realized it was going to change the like bumpiness and stuff when I started stippling this, and especially the center section, as you even see the high spot right there. So I did try to sand to kind of do some correction and stuff. It wasn't the greatest. Hindsight being what it is now, I probably would have just skipped trying to do a border and just kind of drew it out and just did the stippling here. But as you guys see with me going through with using that Thorn tip from Oregon Trail Defense, it worked. It's a great tip. I mean, I was able to speed through it. And go through, obviously not this fast because I got it sped up, but pretty quick. I mean, I think I got this whole handguard done it was less than an hour. I would say I'd have to go look at this shot, the time for this particular video, but I want to say it wasn't even 40 minutes. But anyways, but yes, and this tip, I think it worked great. As you guys see there, even went through, even with the letters, the Mossberg right there, went over that stuff all with the breeze, went over that. And I'm sorry, you guys, that I kind of some of this that with the lighting and everything else. I did open up the garage there to bring in some more light stuff because it's having to struggle to see there to see the spots that I missed. So, and obviously, I'm switching to the other side, trying to do the borders first. Where I really went wrong on when I was doing this. Sometimes, you when you do those things where you should have left good enough alone. That's kind of where I left with this project. Is you'll see moving forward, not quite yet, but you'll see that I kind of go and try to fix some of the straightness of the lines and stuff, and end up making it actually worse. And it probably would have been less noticeable if I didn't do that. And that's what I start kind of doing here. One side worse than the other. One saving grace is you'll see at the end here when I go to show you, because I put my tape switch back on, is that's what those screw holes are on the other side, is for that hole that screw in my tape switch. Well, you don't see one of the holes because it's coupled by the stipple, and I have a screw on the other side to keep it from being filled. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. So let's go ahead and we'll go back to the front, the regular view here, and get into it. So I'll kind of walk you guys through here. So let me get up to the camera here. So that's up. See if it focuses. Get my face out of there for it can focus. Come on, camera. Geez, it's really wanting to go in. There we go. Going on my face. So if you see there on those lines right there, that it's not the straightest, and me trying to correct it, but that's it's my first stipple job ever, and it wasn't on a handgun; it was on the shotgun there. But there's the tape switch there, so with the screw, so that covers up that corner there. But yeah, I've whoops, bumping the mic here. But yeah, I'm honestly that the grip that you get from this is awesome. I have some extra flashing on there. So I haven't done it yet where I was going to, some people say they take like a take the heat, the fire to kind of take down some of the flashing and whatnot. I'll probably end up doing that, but I'm contemplating. Maybe you guys comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If I should try to do a border after that. I've thought of doing a border after the fact that the stippling's already here, and trying to accomplish that. Now, I did call Mossberg because I am kind of a little bit disappointed in how this turned out, but it is, regardless, it is way more functional than what it was factory. Take looks out of the factor. This functionally, and especially if you use the push and pull method, this gives you a way better grip, way better than factory, hands down. I mean, my hand is not leaving this. If you could just feel this right now. Here, actually, I'll kind of let go with me gripping that. Can you see those dots still on my hand? So just kind of give you an idea. So let's do my right hand that doesn't have nothing there, just calluses. And I'm just going to grip that real quick. Just kind of a firm grip. So just kind of give you guys an idea. Give you an idea of that. So functionally, awesome. I'm in love with it functionally. I'm disappointed in how it turned out look wise. It's not horrible. I mean, I think it still kind of looks a little bit. If I did a better job on it, this would look awesome. Look cool. So I'm disappointed on that. But I did mention that I contacted Mossberg, told him, hey, I damaged my hand guard. How much is it for a new one? So it's roughly $50 to get a new one of these hand guards. I actually said for my 940, that way if I got one, it'd be without these inserts. And then, so thinking of trying trying it again, but with really doing a true border, but this time instead of trying to freehand it and hold it with one hand and everything else, probably put it in the vise where I could actually get a good, not a Chinese carve, but getting a good carve, like a flex tool, and carve it while it's in my vise, and doing it that way, and really getting a good carve and accomplish it that way. So give me your guys' thoughts down below, though, if you think I should just go ahead and try to, even if it means expanding it, the shape out a little bit, if I should try doing a carving this after the fact with the stipple already here, and then maybe just add some more stipples. And you guys think I should do that? And then, you know, I'll do an update, just kind of maybe probably just a short kind of do an update of this. But tell me what you guys think. I don't think it's horrible, but it's far from great. Like I said, I started this video, so a lot of this is probably what not to do. And with the results that I got, I probably would have, because I basically went over the borders just because I was just trying to go over some correction stuff. I would have been better off not even carving, not even trying to do a border, and just following my pencil lines around. But, you know, everything's in hindsight right after you do it for the first time. So I didn't realize I had that sitting up so high. So yeah, so that's kind of where that stands on it, you guys. Anyways, again, tell me what your thoughts are down below, you guys. And again, you guys, if you don't mind, give me a like, subscribe down below, you guys. As you know, these the gun channels, we get plummeted down to the bottom on the traction of the feed. So, and especially being a new channel. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like, subscribing, sharing this with somebody, trying to do all those good things to do for a channel. But with that, you guys, really, I just want to thank you guys for watching. If you got some value out of this, comment that down below. Regardless, maybe you learned what not to do. But with that, you guys, thanks again, you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.